College football trophies are sacred. From spittoons to axes, symbols of animosity and history between two programs. And today, one of the more obscure trophies at stake for the hotly contested Illinois. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Newton. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. He'll try to take it back. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands.
Where was I holding at, bro?
You can grab, but you can't hold on.
Hold on, dog. Man, bro, let me see. Where they do this shit at? There's a holding. Then on top of that, they slowed me down. Look at this shit. They slowed me down right here. What was the holding at, though? Are they talking about this right here? Man, come on, dog. That's crazy.
Offensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. You want to be physical on defense, but too much grabbing. They got him for the hold. It's 1st and 10. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go ball.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Wants to throw. It's Newton. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Defense in press coverage. Here's the pressure. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wideout. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. On the run, it's Cruz. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. This rivalry more than a century old with the Buckeyes dominating most of the time, guys.
Just think about that. All this time, these Ohio State and Illinois fans have been talking about and looking forward to this rivalry. To your point, absolutely. Ohio State, more often than not, has been on the winning side of it. In Illinois now, David, they're going to be trying to create a little new trend here.
Yeah, try to get some mojo. Try to get some momentum on their side. Try to change this rivalry. Listen, it starts one at a time, right? Like the old coaches speak, we got to throw out those records from 100 years ago. They don't matter. Let's dominate today.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. What a play there.
That's why I let my man go cross the middle. I knew that out route was going to be there.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air.
Shit, he was wide open, but that nigga hit that shimmy at the top of the route.
Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it inside the 15.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Touchdown, Illini! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Each and every week.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Working that left side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Dropping back, it's Newton. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illabuck, guys, is a giant wooden turtle.
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophies in a water tank and feed it. It's probably the only trophy that ever had that ability.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Fighting off the defender. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Back to throw, it's Newton. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Put no clamps on them, Wick.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Newton. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this...
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Surprising.
And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get them on the ground like they did right here.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at
boys
that drive
4th and 34. Them boys 4th and 34. Hey, boy. They tripping, boy.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Newton. Lost one deep down the right side. Pulls in the deep ball. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab over the middle. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
The Illinois returns to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Got his man downfield. Gets it all
Good air route.
to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense,
Man,
but
you
they're
hit
down
me.
by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll go to the ground. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for room. It's Cruz. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking to pass. It's Newton. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This has been a frustrating day. And
Hey,
I'm not
bro,
sure
I
it's
love
going
that
to
one
get
handle,
better. You're already
boy.
down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And you thought maybe in this...
Hardly unusual. It is a trophy that many aren't even aware exists, but Ohio State will once again take home the second oldest trophy in the Big Ten, the Yellow Buck. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Hey, Wick, well, you about to get Justin Jefferson there put up on the platter, boy. About to frame that boy. Hey, look, he ain't got too much longer, boy, before this boy right here in the league. For real, for real. I'm just debating on like, do I want to like, the Jags my team, bro. But I'm just like, damn, do I just put my dog on the Jags, or I just see where he goes, and then after my first contract, just transfer, not transfer, but you know what I'm saying, sign a deal with the Jags probably. I'm just still debating on that shit. But that boy Justin Jefferson, man, that boy better sit down somewhere. Hey, boy, man, listen, dog. Boy, I done seen some receivers do some wild shit. Boy, I be like, nigga. Oh yeah, I'ma definitely probably stay with him, bro.
This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll give it to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Here's a heat. And the defense got him at the 27. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Picks up the first down. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. The Scarlet Knights are rolling down the field. They're going to ride this running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement. You create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And they drop
Bro, watch they call holding on me. I wasn't even holding.
on the field. Let's check out the call.
Told you.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Dropping back, it's Hart. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Scarlet Knights are threatening in the red zone. On the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I suspect we could see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season.
Right,
You're anticipating him getting the football here.
This offense trying to quiet the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Into the end zone he goes. The Scarlet Knights, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to take a shot. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hart. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They bring him
Bro,
down,
I just
but not
scooped the
only
ball
does
and
he
they ain't let me
recover
pick
the
it up.
fumble, he gets the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz here. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the Scarlet Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
Back to pass, it's Hart. He's got an open man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out in...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not
I tried
only
to
to
crib
get
it.
the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the...
Bro, I tried to crib it weak. Oh shit, dog. See, bro, that's why we need kick returns and punt returns, bro. I know it's gonna be lit if they add it, bro.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Finds his tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Here comes the heat. Short throw to the side.
Bro, they just played me, bro. They know that was pick six. Probably out pursued it too.
A few yards after the catch on third. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. from the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man.
Breaks into the open. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
One of the things I love about this defense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job being contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Back to pass, it's Hart. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Still on it. Continues to fight for yards. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Wants to keep it in the air. A strike downfield. Touchdown! Run. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth
Try to go for the tackle, but they made me do a swim move.
And tight ends in today's modern college.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. There he goes. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. The give to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Back to the ground with the running back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he runs it. The Scarlet Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air, it's Hart. Oh, they're after him. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Hang on, Sloopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
To the ground, he's got it again. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
How was I holding?
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
What was I holding? Yeah, that shit makes sense, bro. You don't run in to try to make a tackle.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
So you leaving the nation quick, so we ain't going for that.
Dropping back, it's Hart. Fires complete on the crosser. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down.
Man, look at this.
And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection.
He caught it, but he was out of bounds, dog.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot.
They damn sure tried me. And they slowed me down on my, I was chasing.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game tonight.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man to the left. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him. The defense finally came up with a play.
Boom. Right down the middle. Got his man. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running back searching for a hole. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Scarlet Knights have pushed it inside the 20. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work with the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Down the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Off play action. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet
This nigga
Knights.
done gave up a fucking touchdown, bro. Man, bro.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, the ground game. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Scanning the field, it's Hart. Gets rid of it. He's got him. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Trying to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Power football with the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Rushes on him. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we've got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and 1.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the... Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Hart. It's on target and complete.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man in the middle. Oh,
Bro, how the fuck is these niggas that wide open, bro?
Getting down at the 35. First down here for the offense. The run to the left. Turning it on.
Man, look at this shit, bro. Come on.
Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown.
Man, hell no, bro. Man, bro.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They want that clock to run. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory.
Right, not only had an hour, bro, like I ran towards that bit. That shit like held me back for real. Seen a nigga throw that shit too.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
This shit.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
What the fuck is he doing?
Here comes the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you've got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right.
Man, this nigga don't talk. Man, look at this shit, bro.
And that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, They came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Nah, it definitely was, bro. That's some bullshit. I don't need to care for real. That's some bullshit though. I mean, shit. It is what it is. I take the blame. Shit. It is what it is, my boy. And I appreciate it, play. That bit was a nasty ass pit though. Damn, we dropped to number 11, bro. Shit. Damn, it's a blackout in the crowd. We should have wore all black. I ain't know that.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room.
It's a seam wide open. Seizing an open
Man, what
space.
the fuck is these niggas playing, bro?
They'll mark it at the 9.
Hold on, bro. Hold the fuck up. Okay, that's understandable.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Here's the handoff. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
And it's picked off at the goal line. Got some room to run.
Oh, wait, put you up out of there.
He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Hey, we up out of there.
Defensive score.
We up out of there.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes.
Man, we up out of there.
Hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Man, we up out of there. Oh, look, let me show the people too, dog. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we on Heisman with it too. Yes, we on Heisman.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere.
Hold on, I got you, player. I got you, dog.
You can shake them up.
Hold on. Hey, you can see it, bro. Here you go, right here. Shit, let me go ahead and get my pictures right here while I'm at it. I ain't even gotta wait till the end of the game. Let me go ahead and get them right quick, y'all. I don't know how that shit back to fire back up to my hand, bro, but hey, we'll take that and got up out of there. But that's what it was though. Let me show the people one more time and shit too. You know they think your boy be capping.
Get to the quarterback and affect them. We all know they become very human. They start seeing things, and with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. To throw, it's Carr. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had
Man, give me my pick, dog.
it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there.
My damn pick, bro.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
That's my fault right there.
But
Yeah, boy, Devin Hester, boy, that's my favorite NFL player.
Making great
Well,
decisions. That's
pass.
what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerback, and the guy can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots. Yeah. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter.
Like we were talking about, bro. Imagine if they bring back them kick returns, bro. Shit, gonna be a wrap. Punt returns. That content gonna be so far.
He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. He's got it. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Runs through the tackle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying play action. Big guy smells it. Hey. Got his man on the right. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed behind the line. It's Mark. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball.
Well, you laid, bro.
Down coming up.
It's
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give to the back. Hard running there. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
and 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
The play action fake. Didn't have much of a
Waiting
choice
for him to
there,
throw that
but
good.
get rid of it. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Carr. Unloads to the wideout.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top.
There you go, bro.
And an early drive with the turnover.
There you go.
What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard
Come up and hit too, boy.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the well. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air, it's Carr. Complete to the right. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game.
Touchdown, Michigan! The Wolverines just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The corners are walked up tight. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Working the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
I'm going for that one, boy.
Comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. He leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity.
You coming out here too.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability to stop the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. For physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking for a man, it's Carr. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted.
Breaks into the open. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well. It slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. The give to the tailback. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Wolverines are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His
serve.
Interception of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They go to the ground. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was...
DB's right up on the receivers. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Running behind that left side. Can't get him to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. Touchdown, Michigan. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. The give to the lone running back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Carr. Another interception.
Yes, sir.
That's his 4th of the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football
Yes,
back.
sir.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days. He's loose. Bust through behind his pad. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is number 1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find...
Touchdown, Wolverine! Pulls and fires complete.
I know y'all just seen that motherfucker playing control
They
other
stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Throws to the tight end. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Out of bounds at the 18, and man, do they have great field position now.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
So here comes the Michigan offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And there was nowhere to go, just
waiting on him to throw that bubble screen.
I think at this point of the game now in the 2nd half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing.
There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference on me, huh?
Pass interference. Defense.
The offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He's not afraid to go deep. And trying to put points on the board.
Yeah, give me my bit.
Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, This has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He goes out.
That's my fault.
Across the 25.
Even though they slowed me down on my trail technique.
His head is spinning. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the running back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Complete to the left. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Makes the grab. Touchdown!
Couldn't get out that bit in time.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. A strike downfield. He's brought
they
down,
finna call me
but
for
there's a
passing
flag on the
defense
field.
again.
Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
My fault, team.
So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Carr. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He wants to throw it again. Finds his man. It's Mark.
Damn,
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Oh, you must be spiking.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Works the middle of the field. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Back to throw, it's Carr. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.